Welcome. Take a deep breath. Whether you're listening on your morning commute, late at night, after another exhausting day, or while trying to rebuild your life one small step at a time, I'm glad you're here. This episode isn't about becoming perfect. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the woman you've been waiting for your entire life. The woman who protects her own peace. The woman who believes in herself. The woman who no longer waits for permission. The woman who stops apologizing for taking up space. Maybe you've spent years trying to make everyone else happy. Maybe you've carried responsibilities that were never yours. Maybe you've stayed in relationships that slowly emptied your soul. Maybe you've looked in the mirror and wondered where the confident girl inside you disappeared. But today, something changes. Because today isn't about changing your appearance. It's about changing your identity. For the next hour, let's rebuild you from the inside out. Not the version the world expects. Not the version your parents imagined. Not the version your ex wanted. Not the version social media rewards. The real you. The woman who has been quietly waiting beneath years of fear, doubt, comparison, and disappointment. Let's begin. The woman you've been waiting for is you. Many women spend their entire lives waiting. Waiting to be chosen, waiting to be loved, waiting to be appreciated, waiting for someone to notice their value, waiting for confidence to magically appear, waiting until they lose weight, waiting until they make more money, waiting until they find the right relationship, waiting until life finally begins. But here's the truth. Life has already begun. Every day you spend waiting is another day you never get back. No one is coming to save you. And that's not bad news. It's freedom. Because if no one is coming, then you don't have to keep waiting. You become your own rescue. Imagine talking to your younger self, the little girl who dreamed fearlessly. Would she want you to spend your life asking everyone else if you're good enough? Or would she want you to stand tall, smile, and build the life she imagined? You don't need another person's permission to become extraordinary. You only need one decision. Today, I choose me. Not selfishly, not arrogantly, but respectfully. Because if you don't choose yourself, the world will choose for you. And usually, it chooses convenience over your happiness. Stop waiting for confidence. Confidence isn't something you're born with. Confidence is earned. One difficult conversation, one early morning, one workout, one completed goal, one promise kept to yourself. Every time you do something you once believed you couldn't, confidence quietly grows. You don't become confident first. You become courageous first. Confidence follows courage. Remember that. Stop looking for validation. One of the biggest traps women fall into is seeking validation. Validation from parents. Validation from partners. Validation from coworkers. Validation from strangers online. Validation feels good, but it's dangerous when it becomes your fuel. Because if someone else controls your confidence, they also control your happiness. Imagine posting a picture. If it gets hundreds of likes, you feel beautiful. If nobody notices, you suddenly question yourself. What changed? Not your beauty, only your validation. Don't build your identity on opinions that change every day. Your worth isn't measured in compliments. It's measured in character. kindness, integrity, discipline, resilience, compassion. Those qualities don't disappear because someone doesn't recognize them. Learn to clap for yourself. Celebrate small victories. Finished a difficult project? Be proud. Went to therapy? Be proud. Left a toxic relationship? Be proud. Said no without feeling guilty? Be proud. Rested after burnout? Be proud. You don't need applause. You need self-respect. People will misunderstand you. They'll judge decisions they never had to make. They'll criticize dreams they never had the courage to chase. Let them. You cannot control opinions. You can control your response. Not everyone has to understand your journey. They're not living it. Heal the little girl inside you. Every woman carries two versions of herself: the grown woman and the little girl she once was. Sometimes the adult is making decisions. Sometimes the wounded child is. Maybe you were told to stay quiet. Maybe you learned that love had to be earned. Maybe perfection became your survival strategy. Maybe failure felt unsafe. Those beliefs don't disappear when you become an adult. They quietly follow you. Into friendships. Into careers. Into relationships. Into motherhood. Into every room you enter. Healing isn't pretending the past never happened. Healing is refusing to let the past write your future. The little girl inside you doesn't need criticism anymore. She needs kindness. Imagine hugging her. Tell her, you are enough. You never had to be perfect. You deserved love all along. I'm here now, and I won't abandon you again. Sometimes healing looks dramatic. Sometimes healing looks ordinary. Drinking water, going for a walk, sleeping 8 hours, eating nourishing food, keeping promises to yourself, setting boundaries. Healing is often quiet. Stop speaking to yourself in ways you would never speak to someone you love. You deserve your own kindness. Build an unbreakable mindset. Strong women aren't fearless. They simply refuse to let fear decide. Fear will always exist. Fear before interviews. Fear before starting a business. Fear before ending unhealthy relationships. Fear before public speaking. Fear before moving cities. Fear before becoming who you're meant to be. Feel it. Then move anyway. Discipline is stronger than motivation. Motivation disappears. Discipline stays. Some mornings you won't feel inspired. Get up anyway. Some days you'll doubt yourself. Work anyway. Some weeks progress will feel invisible. Continue anyway. Success belongs to consistency, not intensity. Tiny habits, repeated daily, create extraordinary lives. Read 10 pages. Walk 20 minutes. Save a little money. Practice one new skill. Drink more water. Sleep earlier. Repeat. 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 1 year later, you'll barely recognize yourself. Protect your peace. Not every invitation deserves a yes. Not every argument deserves your energy. Not every text requires an immediate reply. Peace isn't weakness. It's wisdom. Remember, every no to what drains you is a yes to the woman you're becoming. Become the standard. Raise your standards, not your expectations of others, your standards for yourself. Become someone who keeps promises, shows up on time, lives honestly, speaks kindly, learns continuously, exercises consistently, reads regularly, respects herself, protects her energy, chooses growth over comfort. When you become the standard, you stop chasing people who don't meet it. Love changes. Friendships change. Your career changes. Your confidence changes. Everything changes. Because your identity changed first. Stop asking, why doesn't everyone appreciate me? Start asking, am I appreciating myself? Stop asking, what if I fail? Start asking, what if I become everything I'm capable of? Stop asking, will they like me? Start asking, do I like who I'm becoming? Those questions change lives. The woman you always needed. One day, years from now, you'll look back at this version of yourself. The tired version. The uncertain version. The woman who almost gave up. And you'll smile. Because she didn't quit. She kept going. Slowly. Quietly. One step at a time. You won't remember every difficult day, but you'll remember that you survived them. You won't remember every tear, but you'll remember the strength those tears created. The woman you always needed was never hiding in another relationship. She wasn't waiting inside another job. She wasn't waiting for more money. She wasn't waiting for the perfect opportunity. She has been inside you all along, waiting for one thing. Your decision. Your decision to stop doubting yourself. Your decision to stop abandoning yourself. Your decision to stop shrinking yourself. Your decision to become your own safe place. Your own greatest supporter. Your own best friend. Your own hero. Today, make yourself one promise. No matter how slow the progress. No matter how many setbacks come. No matter how difficult life becomes. You will not give up on yourself. Because you deserve the life you're working toward. You deserve peace. You deserve joy. You deserve respect. You deserve confidence. You deserve love. Most importantly, you deserve to become the woman you've always needed. Not someday. Not when you're ready. Not when everything is perfect. Today. Right now. Thank you for spending this hour with me. Take care of yourself. Believe in yourself. And remember, the strongest relationship you'll ever build is the one you build with yourself. Until next time, keep growing, keep believing, and keep becoming.